This is Cable 18, the Cherry Hill Public Schools television station.
Good evening, and welcome to this week's Wednesday, April 5th edition of EastCast. I'm Halera Bizadeh, here with Karthik Ramanathan. The top stories for this week are the chess team win, Mr. East, and the sophomore cotillion. Congratulations to East chess team, who won the state title this weekend. Coach Carmen Grasso said the team won all 26 matches. This is the fourth year that East has been the first in the state. Congratulations to Chung Wong Wang, Rich Sand, and Fred Dold, who led the team to this prestigious title. The JV chess team also took first place in the state. Congratulations to Cherry Hill East's new main man, Darryl Mapp. Darryl was awarded the title of Mr. East last Friday in competitions held in the auditorium. Darryl beat out all other competitors. While every competitor was whistled at and cheered for by a mostly female audience, Darryl captured the greatest attention. Cheers to the new Mr. East, Darryl Mapp. A night of fun and excitement was how one student described the highlight of the sophomore year, the one and only cotillion. Students danced and parties to DJ Mark Chavalise of 94 WYSP last Saturday from 8 to 11 here at East. The cafeteria, colorfully decorated with the theme New York at Night, served as the perfect dance floor for students. The most memorable moment probably occurred when One More Night by Phil Collins, the cotillion's theme song, aired. The sophomore class should thank chairpeople Ari Durfal and Karen Lipkowitz for their expertise and dedication to the cotillion.
Every year it is a tradition at East to honor the foreign exchange students with an international banquet. This year's banquet was held Monday, April 3rd from 5:15 to 8 o'clock. During that time, students from the foreign language clubs, foreign exchange students, and their families and friends were treated with a wonderful entertainment and food from all over the world. The entertainment included the East Madrigals, singing French songs, and the new Spanish club group Day or Night, singing their latest hit. The dinner included food from Spain, France, Germany, and even the Orient. The evening was wonderfully spent. If you were not involved in this year's, make sure to become involved next year in the wonderful event. Special thanks to Andrew Dold and Shovik Detta for their camera work. We would also like to extend a special welcome to the visitors from France and Germany. All you actors and play fans out there, it's recreational theater time. Mr. Nation, in charge of the theater, gets students together to put on a one-act play. Woody Allen's God is this year's presentation, a comedy which discusses the values of human beings on Earth. The show starts at 8 o'clock tonight at East, so it's not too late to go. Students will be going to Middlesex County on April 8th to compete in regional competition. Improv events, monologues, and pair events are also scheduled to take place. Best of luck to all competitors in the Woody Allen's God, a true masterpiece. On April 14th and 15th, the Lab Theater will present two shows, Every Man and The Final Project. Directors Mr. Thomas Weaver and Mr. Sheldon Zeff encourage you to come out and see the student performers.
Are you willing to endure a night filled with mystifying magic, exciting dancing, and singing? Well, these are just some of the events scheduled on the agenda for the annual variety show, which will be held on Friday, April 7th at 7:30 p.m. Come out and watch the talents of your classmates with a wide range of acts, including singing solos and one-acts. The event, coordinated by Chairperson Lauren Brandt, promises to be a festive one. The most prestigious and renowned club at East, the Cum Laude Society, will be inducting members on Tuesday, April 11th. 5% of the juniors will be dubbed members designate, and 15% of the senior class will be named members in course. While the Society's primary role is offering a tutorial service, Dr. Eck plans to expand into other activities. Members of Cum Laude have no obligation outside of participation in the tutorial service. Congratulations to all who are accepted. You are truly the creme de la creme.
Only 10 more days till the juniors revel at the long-awaited junior prom. The prom, to be held on April 15th, is to be held at the Garden State Park at the elegant Phoenix Room. The arrangements for the prom have been going on for nearly 1.5 months now under the watchful eyes of chairpeople Brad Yarnell, Gina Aquava, and Jody Morgenstein. This year's theme song is Almost Paradise by Ann Wilson and Mike Reno. Tickets went off sale last Friday, so those without tickets better wait for the senior prom. Get ready for a rocking great time on April 15th, all you juniors. One event at East invites diplomats from the Philippines, Russia, Brazil, and nearly every other nation in the world to East. Of course, it's the Model United Nations. The Model UN, under the instruction of Dr. Solomon, advisor to the club, and officers David Elstein, George Sun, Niraj Gosani, and Darren Fleischman, has been a well-attended, momentous event. Students from 10 schools attend the event, which is held annually at East on April 22nd. Model UN offers participants with experience dealing in international and domestic problems. So beware, on April 22nd, a new wave of future politicians and diplomats will be brewing at East.
The marketing education classes at East is having a fashion show April 25th. They will model clothes from stores from the Echelon Mall, such as the Casual Corner. The students of the class have prepared a booklet explaining all that occurs. Also at the fashion show, there will be refreshments and door prizes. Be sure to mark your calendars for this wonderful event on Tuesday the 25th at 7:30 in Cafeteria 1. Tickets can be purchased from Mr. Martin, any marketing education student, or at the door. So be there and support your fellow classmates. A popular backyard barbecue sport has hit Cherry Hill East. With the new volleyball intramurals on the way, a volleyball tournament was held at East. The winner, Brandon Ambros's team, will go to the finals at Holy Cross, where they will play Cherokee and Lenape. It is $3 a seat to this fast-paced event. All the money goes to a state charity. Come out and support your East volleyball team today.
As much as I hate to disappoint the viewing audience, I must inform you that our broadcast has come to an end. Thank you for joining us tonight. For Halei Rabizadeh, this has been Karthik Ramanathan, wishing you a pleasant evening and a great week. Thanks to our student cameramen, Tracy Slabakan, Prince Pillay, Andrew Dold, and Shovik Datta, to our cameraman and editor, Mr. Gordon Hampson, and our advisor, Ms. Peggy Beck. Stay tuned for highlights of the West Jazz Festival with East Jazz Ensemble and Lab Band. Tonight, we leave you with Ophelia, who sends you a big spring kiss with her tulips.
Good night, Ophelia.
Night, Ophelia.
Good evening, I'm Karen Weinberg, and tonight I'll tell you all about the West chess team's performance in the state tournament.
Hi, I'm Rob Branyan, and tonight I'll have another preview of a spring sport and all the highlights on the spring sports season openers.
And I'm Susanna Philippousis, and I'll have all the information on the musical extravaganza Annie. The spring musical Annie is opening this week, but for director Mr. Jalora, it's just another day. Ace reporter Andy Katz had the opportunity to discuss the event with Mr. Jalora earlier this week.
I'm here with Mr. Jalora, the director of the spring musical Annie. Mr. Jalora, how has the musical progressed so far?
Well, we're down to our last week. In fact, we're down to our last 2 rehearsals as of I'm sitting here. And, you know, things get hectic the last week. Long hours, lots of excitement building, and it's all there now. We're pulling the scenery together. Kids are getting their costume kinks worked out, and the props are coming in. So it's a really exciting and fun time of the rehearsal period. It really is.
Okay.
Kids are excited about the show, as am I. And I, from what the ticket sales are going, I think the whole school is excited about the show.
I see. And what's your history with West Spring Musicals?
Well, let's see. Going back, I started working with Mr. Fisher as his technical director way back in, well, we don't want to go that far back, but in the 60s, we'll say. And I took over as director in 1980. My first musical was Pippin. So this is my 8th musical since I wasn't here last year on sabbatical, so this would be my 8th musical. Yeah.
Okay, now going on sabbatical, did you have with your past experiences, do you feel that you're going to add the things that having that year off and seeing how it went, you're going to add those maybe a few things that you saw that you could have added in the past years to this musical?
No. Since I spent my sabbatical doing science work, nothing applies to this one. Except taking the year off does, one of the things it does for you is kind of recharge your energies, and in that way I think it's helped me and helped maybe the cast in this show, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Jor, thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
This is Andy Katz for the West Report.
This past weekend, the New Jersey State Chess Championships were held in Somerset, New Jersey. Cherry Hill West entered in 2 divisions. The varsity team placed 3rd in the state in the championship division. Song Lee, Eric Forbes, Duke Doshi, Jay Kaufman, and Bob Cooker are all members of the varsity team. In the B section of the championships, Cherry Hill West placed 2nd in the state. This is the best statewide performance ever for Cherry Hill West. Attention all high school seniors. If you plan to attend college upon graduating high school, scholarship money would definitely help the burden of high college costs. There are still applications available for the Cherry Hill Scholarship Foundation, which is open to all Cherry Hill West seniors. Students may apply for scholarships through their guidance counselors. From there, the applications are submitted anonymously to a selection board, which will make the decision impartially based upon academic qualifications, personal qualities, and financial need. All applications must be in by April 14th, so be sure to act fast. Each April, Cherry Hill becomes just a little bit cleaner thanks to West's baseball team. For the past 4 years, the baseball team has conducted a trash-a-thon. This event raises funds for the baseball team while they perform a community service. This year's trash-a-thon will take place on Saturday, April 15th. Each player recruits sponsors who pledge certain amounts of money per pound of trash. The player collects the donation after he cleans up his assigned area of the community. If you want to sponsor a player, or if you know of an area that needs cleaning up, please call the school and leave a message for any baseball coach. Money raised will be used for equipment not provided by the school district, and provides money for a banquet and awards at the end of the season. Rob will have all the sports after this brief message.
What are you looking at?
Hi, son. This is the Cherry Hill West senior calendar. It's got 12 of the hottest guys in the senior class in it.
I just got it in the cafeteria for only $6.
That's not bad. Who do you have? Mike Tomlinson? Paul Napoli? JJ? That's pretty good. Where'd you get it again?
I got it in the cafeteria, selling every lunch period for only $6.
I think I'll go get one right now. All right, June.
Wasn't that a great commercial? Well, now into sports. Over the past few weeks, we have been previewing our spring sports teams. Tonight, we will be looking at the softball team coached by Mr. McDonald. This is Mr. McDonald's first year coaching the girls' varsity softball team. Previously, he coached at the Division I college baseball level for LaSalle University. Mr. McDonald has to work with last year's record of 6-14, and he predicts that the most difficult competition will be from Triton and Edgewood. Returning varsity players are scarce for the team this year, with only Lori Carvin and Carrie Dunn, Teresa Honorio, Dina Mulholland, and Teresa Waters. They will be looking to the younger players for help. Promising newcomers include Lisa Skoka, Kim Cahoot, and Lynn Elias. Mr. McDonald says that the team goals for all the players are to work hard, have fun, and win some games. When asked how he felt about the season, he said, "Things are shaping up. The girls hustle, are hard-nosed, and want to play the game." The girls' softball team did open their season with a tough loss to Shawnee 6-5 on Saturday. They played again yesterday. We'll have highlights of that game next week on the West Report. The baseball team got rained out this past Saturday. The 16th ranked team in the country had to wait till yesterday to start their season with a game at Highland. We'll have highlights of that game also next week. The golf team started its season with a 4-2 win over Overbrook Monday at the Merchantville Country Club. Medalists were Doug Ergood with a 4 over par 40 and other winners were Perry Colangelo, Fred Lombardo, and freshman Philip Ronning. The lacrosse team also opened yesterday at Rancocas. On next week's West Report, we'll have the results on all the season's openings. And finally, the Olympic All-Star bowling team was recently announced. Only 7 girls in the entire conference were chosen. Denise Kubiak, a West varsity bowler, was one who received this honor. Congratulations to Denise.
The HSPTs are here again. The high school proficiency tests of reading, mathematics, and writing will be administered to all freshmen on April 11th, 12th, and 13th. This means that sophomores, juniors, and seniors, except those students who are retaking the test, will have the opportunity to catch up on some badly needed sleep. The upperclassmen need not report to school until 10:30 on testing days. On the 11th and 12th, upperclassmen will attend special assemblies while the freshmen are completing the tests. Sophomores are to report to the Walsh Gym, while juniors and seniors report to the auditorium. Although homeroom does not begin on those 2 days until 11:25, it is mandatory for students to be in school by 10:30. This is necessary for the school day to count as an official one.
The 1988-89 school year is quickly coming to a close, and with this comes elections for governor, lieutenant governor, and student representatives for the next year. For all those interested in leading their classes to a successful year, there will be a mandatory meeting in F11 after school on April 10th. Students interested in the class election must run as a pair, one governor and one lieutenant governor. For more information, contact Mr. Schmidt. West Spring Musical Annie will open this weekend. The play will be performed on Friday evening at 8 o'clock, Saturday at 8 p.m., and Sunday at 2 p.m. Tickets will be sold in the cafeteria during all lunch periods for $4.50. Also, seniors will soon have to pay for graduation expenses. The rental fee for caps and gowns is now $9 and is due by May 1st.
Next Wednesday night, Cable 18 presents another live special, this time taking an inside look at technology in education. The show will focus on 2 areas: West's new English computer writing lab, and optical laser video discs for both entertainment and education. The program will include representatives from AT&T, Optical Data Corporation, and Lou Gall, entertainment technology editor for the Burlington County Times. Don't miss the latest in the exploding world of technology next Wednesday night here on Cable 18. Stay tuned for highlights of the West Jazz Festival after the junior school news here on Cable 18. Thank you for tuning in to the West Report. For Karen, Rob, and myself, Susanna Philippoussis, good night.
Hi, my name is Jordan Katz, and this is Carusi News. On Thursday, March 30th, the 7th graders had their awards assembly, and on Friday, March 31st, the 8th graders had their awards assembly. These assemblies are to honor all athletic teams involved in winter sports, and those students excelling in things other than sports. The championship intramural volleyball games were also played during these assemblies. Here is some tape of the 7th grade boys intramural championship game. Along with remarks from Dr. Wald, Mrs. Ferguson, and coaches.
Under the auspices and the kindness of the John O'Brien Memorial Fund, I think many of you know already that John O'Brien was a teacher here who passed away and for whom our library is named. And there was a fund established, and the fund periodically gives awards. And for Lee Horowitz this afternoon, because he won this spelling bee, he is getting an award which is in the form of a $50 bond. I congratulate you, Lee.
Now, the Johns Hopkins University sponsors a program for academically talented students, and as part of the program, 7th grade students take the SATs, which are the College Board entrance exams. These are the same tests that the high school students take. We had 53 7th graders who took this exam in January, and of those 53 students, we have several students who achieved very high scores and have been recognized by Johns Hopkins. At this time, I'd like you to come forward and stand in front of the podium. Would you please hold your applause until all the names have been read? The following students have received a certificate of distinction: Jonathan Armour, Joshua Cohen, Krista Muncy, Harris Feldman, Terry Hart, Lori Kagan, Kelly Larson, Majid Mohidin, David Marika, David Nine, Dabika Schoen, and Roy Schwartz. The following students will be recognized at the State Awards ceremony at Rutgers University, New Brunswick in May. Ning Chang, Kimberly Dobbs, Jody Snyder, please come forward, and Lauren Weldon. We had one student who qualified for the highest level of recognition, and he'll be recognized at the Regional Awards ceremony. If you have any questions about math, ask Matt. Matthew Dunn.
I wanted to let you know that I was really happy with the season that we had this year. Although we only won 2 games out of about 7, we had a young, very inexperienced team. And the thing that I thought that was best about this season was that we learned to work together as a team. And those members who are watching me now, they know that that is very important to me. And you know when you're part of a team, if you want to win and you want to learn, you have to learn to work together.
Teams show improvement simply because of gym availability. Once the season starts, we would go 1 practice a week sometimes. And because we're not a community school where we walk, we can't have late practices or just have the children come and go whenever we want. But one of the things you aim for as a coach is improvement. And in this case, this team showed as much improvement as any team with I've worked in the last few years. For example, we lost our first 2 games and lost the first game by a lot and edged out the second one. They then proceeded to win 6 of the next 8 games, which looked better as they were doing it. And we also did this by playing virtually everybody in the team an equal amount of time and all.
I'd like to say a few words before I give the awards, please. As you know, there is no 7th grade team or 8th grade team. Both 7th and 8th grade are on the same team, and it's highly competitive for the positions. And we had quite a few 7th graders on the team this year. One thing that they did not lack was ability. You know, there's A, B's, and C's of any sport. And I think if you would like to work on something for next year, work on your group with brothers.
Thank you. This year we had the pleasure of working with a bunch of girls that showed us that when the chips were down, they would really come through. They were hardworking, reliable, and had a true spirit that no other school could compare to.
The winners of these 4 volleyball games are, from the 8th grade, Mrs. Syard's boys and Mr. Cooper's girls. From the 7th grade, both games were won by Mr. Kozinski's boys and girls. And now, even though it's the 5th day of the month, here's Donna Moshe with the Special Days of April. Donna?
Thank you, Jordan. Here we are, April. We start off with April Fools on the 1st. Then on the 17th, we go to the roller skating party, which is at 7:30 to 9:30. On the 18th is Amy Whiteman's birthday. Happy birthday, Amy. On the 19th is Passover. It begins at sundown. School will be closed on the 20th and the 21st. The 27th is the conclusion of Passover. The 28th, Maryland was admitted to the Union in 1788. On the 30th, Louisiana was admitted to the Union in 1812. You all know what's next, May. And you know what that brings. But for now, we have to deal with April. Back to you, Jordan.
Thanks, Donna. Great job. Spring sports are now underway at Carusi, but due to those April showers, we got rained out. And the intramural season just started off with a rainout. We were supposed to play softball out on our new fields, but we got rained out. Spirit Week was spectacular, But for all of you who want to see the exciting highlights of Spirit Week, you'll have to wait. But now we'll be showing you the 4th place lip sync contestants. These 3 girls are called the Party Girls. And from the looks of their routine, you can see why they are called the Party Girls. Each week, we'll be showing you another lip sync until Wednesday, May 10th. That will be the day we will be showing you the half-hour Spirit Week special. Now, with no further ado, here's Ann Wieska with this week's quote. Ann?
Wisdom is the ability to discover alternatives.
Thanks, Ann. Good job. But that does it for this broadcast. For Donna, Ann, and the entire news staff, I'm Jordan Katz signing off. Good night, and join us next week.
This is Cable 18, the Cherry Hill Public Schools television station.